welcome to my very dirty jumper.
What happened there? Hold it.
Fish curry. I'm ashamed to show the people.
It's a serial chiller jumper.
Yeah.
No fish curry, I mean. No.
What was I saying? Hi, and welcome to my very awkward intro. This is
Jose.
and this is Bambi's Rambles. And I'm Susan. No one needs to worry about that. Tonight, we're really doing that?
Cleaning my ears. I need to be able to hear you.
Oh. Anyway, tonight, whatever time it is where you are, we're going to be doing Jose's makeup.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
Gonna go meet all the boys. So we're going to be doing Jose's makeup, and whilst I do his makeup, he is going to give his thoughts, tips, and struggles on what it is like being married to
You.
someone that struggles with mental illness on a daily basis. So
Yay!
So I'm going to do this, and you're going to take it away.
Am I going to be able to talk?
Yes, babe.
Yeah.
I'm not super gluing your lips shut or painting your teeth. Like,
Don't touch the beard.
I won't touch the beard. Just yak on, my friend.
In
Let
my
me do
hair.
what I'm doing here, and you just chat.
What colour eyeshadow you reckon I should go, guys? Purple, pink.
We'll be washing it off soon when you go for a shower before we go to bed.
What do you reckon? I'll let you pick. Give me a colour.
I want to do pink glitter.
Ooh!
Because as you can tell, I like pink.
Beautiful. Let's
Yeah?
do it. Where do we start?
Well, I'm going to start doing this, and you're going to start talking about being my husband, being a husband of someone that's mentally
Challenged.
ill.
Ill.
He did not mean that in a bad way at all. English is his second language.
Yes.
So I'm just confirming, so before people go off. The English is his second language, so sometimes he might say things that
I
might
use
not...
words without knowing the full meaning of them, which isn't a good thing, but
But at least you know two languages.
I get confused with words. There's some words that...
And I'm not pointing it out to make you feel silly, baby. I just don't want anyone to take you the wrong way. That's all, baby.
Thank you.
It's okay.
I am silly.
You're not silly. You're a beautiful human.
Being married to Susan/Bambi.
And be honest. My channel is about honesty, and I will not take anything you say the wrong way, okay?
She says that now as the camera's off. What did you say about me?
I would never.
I'm joking. No, it's sometimes it's really hard for me to understand what she goes through because I don't know the emotions, the emotional roller coaster that she's on.
What am I diagnosed with?
You're diagnosed with borderline personality disorder, severe depression, anxiety,
Severe anxiety,
severe
yes.
anxiety, and a few other phobias as well.
Such as?
Agoraphobia, somniphobia, arachnophobia.
I don't have arachnophobia, babe.
Yeah, a few other things that she's been diagnosed with. Yeah, I think the hardest one is borderline.
Yeah, I feel like that's the toughest one.
Yeah, because of the emotional roller coaster, you know.
Yeah.
Because you can be feeling a certain way 1 minute, and then the next. You go from one extreme to the other.
Mhm.
And before when I didn't have a lot of, how can I say it? A lot of knowledge about it.
Mhm.
It was hard for me to get, not to adapt. I shouldn't say adapt. I feel like that's
You can say whatever you want, darling.
Yeah, it was hard for me to just, keep up with the emotions. You know, we could be just laughing and then we could be sad about something that happened and, you could be sad for the next 2 days about it. But, ups and downs in between it. It's just hard to...
You need to relax your face. I'm never going to poke you in the eyeball.
Okay.
Okay, so just relax your face.
Yeah.
Because when you go, I'm missing the parts that I need your face to be at.
Yeah, it's just keeping up with the emotions and trying not to take any of those emotions personally. Even if they are, if something that I've triggered, or it could be something that's triggered you.
Or that I'm projecting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Okay, sorry.
So it could be something that's triggered you throughout the day, that's made you think of things that we've gone through in the past. And even though it's got nothing to do with me, you will project that onto me and, expect the same outcome as what's happened in the past between you and I, when it's got nothing to do with us.
Yeah.
Which I think that's one of the hardest things that I've learned to. I'm still trying. Every day is new, Every day you learn new things.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things that, some days I can't quite understand yet. Try not to take everything personally. Even though at the end of how you're feeling, you tell me it's got nothing to do with you. But in the moment, it's got everything to do with me.
Yeah.
Because I'm the one that's there with you.
Yeah.
In the firing line kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So something's triggered you, and I'm there, and I'm reminding you of all these things that we've either been through or I've done to you.
Yeah.
And I become the one that's gonna cop it off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, baby. And I don't want you to feel like this is a trap. It's a trap, guys.
Oh, it's pretty.
That, relax your eyeball. That, you're going to get in trouble afterwards. It's just being really honest with the ugly side of mental health,
Yeah, yeah.
Just relax your eyes, my love. Relax your eyes, okay?
I hate having my eyes closed because I don't know what's happening around me.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
And then, even if you've had a really, for example, how you felt a couple of days ago, someone said something that upset you, and you were down for a couple of days, and I had to keep reassuring you that it wasn't.
You can
What
open
they
your eyes, darling. Open your eyes so you feel better.
What they said wasn't, how do I put it? They mentioned something about, our life.
Yeah.
Which in their life it may seem like that's normal, but it doesn't really work in our life.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it made you feel like, are you not normal? Is your life not normal because you're not doing the things that they're doing?
Yeah.
And it was really hard to just reel you back.
Reel me back, yeah.
And just make you understand that works for them.
Yeah.
This works for us. That works for other people. Not everything works for everybody.
Yeah.
And then you go on the roller coaster where it's like, because you've been feeling that for 2 days and you haven't been able to reel yourself back. You feel like you haven't spent time with me or the kids, and then you're like, you go down the hole. I'm a bad mum. I'm a bad wife, and I've just got to keep pulling you back and keep pulling you back.
Which has got to be so hard for you.
And it's like I'm holding onto a rope.
Yeah.
And you're running that way because you're running away from me.
Yeah.
And I've got to keep, reeling you back and be like, babe, that's not the way we're running. We're running this way.
Come on, girl, you're lost.
Yeah. So that's but in saying that, I have my own struggles with my mental health that you understand better than I do.
Yeah.
So I think some parts of BPD, I think I understand better than you do.
Are you okay with your eyes?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I just want you to be comfortable, that's all.
No, I'm good.
Alright, cool.
Does that look fun?
Have a look, baby? You don't look funny.
I'm rich Lux. Yeah, it's really tough. And even with the agoraphobia.
Mm-hmm. Which has been a really, really big struggle for us lately. I really feel like that's been a real, I don't know what the word would be, like a real touchy thing for us right now. Because he's taken the role of trying to help me and do everything for me and get me out of the house and push me because I have asked you to do that.
Yeah, but I have to find the happy
medium because
I can't push you too much, because if I push you too much, it's just...
I get mad at you. Yeah.
But that's where I think BPD comes in.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Where you... And that's one of probably the hardest things that I've had to learn over the years, over 9 years.
Yeah.
That
We've been married for 9
your
years.
Anger, like when you get angry, is because of something different that you're feeling.
Yeah.
Like it could be anxiety, it could be you're feeling stressed out in that situation, or you're just overwhelmed with everything that you've done that day or something that's happening.
Yeah.
And you know, it comes out and I'm not saying that you're violent, just for the record. You're not physical, but you do get very anxious and you get very short-tempered and frustrated.
Yeah. And I do have the personality.
Oh, I thought you were going to say I've got the... Nothing. I thought you were going to say I got the memory of a goldfish.
What the fuck? No, I was going to say, like, how would I describe the fact that, like, I am like, not like Australian, like, I'm like a wog. Like...
Oh, so you European background.
So I have...
So that Europeans...
You could look at the camera, you won't die.
I don't want to look at myself till the end. Like, yeah, just very hot. I think very passionate about, like...
Yeah, I'm a very passionate person, and I think sometimes people misread me. That's not anyone else's fault. It's just I don't know how to, like, express myself, bro. But I'm very fucking loud. I'm very... Jose says I'm very boisterous. And I think when I am anxious, I don't curl into a ball and cry.
Sometimes you do.
Sometimes I do. But most of the time, I'm very, like, angry and, like...
But that's how I know when you've reached that, like, where you can't handle it anymore, where you do crawl up in a ball and you just cry.
Yeah.
Because you... And I tell you to do that all the time. I'm like, just cry. Because you push yourself so much, like you try and be so strong, and you try and stand up to BPD so much that you get very emotional at the end.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's pretty much the hardest part. And I'm learning every day. I've done my fair share of research.
Yeah.
And the way I look at it is, we've got to be prepared if one of our kids are ever diagnosed with something, maybe not BPD, but something,
Our kids will probably be very, like, predisposed.
And even if they're not, I want them to be aware of, if they marry someone with a mental health, a mental illness, or one of their friends, is struggling with a mental health illness, like it's really important for them to have that in life, to have that awareness. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
We're very open with our kids about mental illness. Some people might say you shouldn't expose your kids to that.
Yeah, but it's about finding that happy medium and about the kids knowing.
Like, you got to, get on their level and explain that to them and, make them understand and educate them at their level, not as if you're talking to someone your own age. And
yeah, absolutely, baby, absolutely. So what else do you want to talk about when it comes to, being married to me and with my struggles and, and any advice you could give to people? Because I think you handle it incredibly well.
Yeah. I just... Excuse me.
You getting nervous, babe?
Yeah.
Yeah? It's alright. You're okay. Just pretend like you're talking to me, baby. Yeah?
No, like, my advice to someone that has a spouse, BPD or family member or something.
Is that the word of the day, baby?
Spouse. It reminds you of Brussels sprouts.
Have we ever made Brussels sprouts?
Yeah, I have, with steak.
You made it for me?
Yeah, you didn't eat it.
Yeah, I don't think I like them.
But, yeah, just my advice, especially to, like, someone that has a spouse with mental health, BPD, is to not be so hard, not to take everything so personally.
Yeah.
And even if you don't understand your partner in that moment or what they're going through, don't beat yourself up about it thinking that you have to fix everything.
Yeah.
Or that you have to be the one to fix it, because there might not be any fixing.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of listening and being a shoulder to cry on.
Yeah, yeah.
That's my biggest problem too, and then that's when I go down my own rabbit hole and you have to pull me back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because sometimes I beat myself up because I haven't been able to fix
my issue,
your
yeah.
issue, and then when you're feeling better, then I'm already like, I'm already beating myself up about not being able to help you, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's my biggest, what is it? Obstacle, and yeah, the biggest advice for those who have a spouse with BPD.
Mm-hmm.
Just to not take things personal, and not to be always be the one that has to fix it. And sometimes you do, like, I'm sure that you don't mean it, but you look at me to fix it.
Yeah, yeah.
Because
I do.
You know, say 90% of the time I am able to calm you down and fix it. Not completely, but, you know.
I think sometimes, and I know it's probably not the most healthy thing, and I do realise that, and I'm working on it. I'm a bit codependent on you.
Good.
You like that?
I like that.
He likes looking after me. He really.
I do love looking after you.
Yeah, but sometimes I don't want to be so codependent.
I think that we do that for each other. Like, when I'm feeling fucking under the weather, or I feel a certain way, like, you go there for me.
Can you just look up for me? I'm not going to poke you now, I promise.
Yeah.
There you go.
But my biggest advice would be that, also to not get frustrated, which I find that it's, like, if I don't understand, I'll do it. We're not perfect.
Yeah.
So if you do get frustrated about what your spouse is feeling, you don't understand what they're feeling a million things at once. They want to argue, they want to cry, they want to jump in the shower. You know what I mean?
You can tell them. Yeah. Tell them the story.
Yeah, and if they're not getting the reaction out of you that they kind of expect because of past scenarios.
Yeah, yeah.
Then don't get frustrated, and don't, even if you do get frustrated, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, don't take it personal. Don't feel like you've ruined all your work towards that person.
Yeah.
Or all the work that you've done is not ruined because of a moment of frustration. We're all human.
Yeah.
We all come to a point where if we don't understand something, we're just like, fuck, it's overwhelming.
Yeah.
But, yeah, not having BPD is hard to understand, because it's like a million emotions in a matter of, 15 minutes?
Yeah. Are you going to tell them about the shower story? Don't go into too much detail, but you're allowed to share.
The other day?
When it's like 2 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah, Susan, she just woke me up. She wasn't feeling well, and she was feeling a little bit manic.
Yeah, a bit out of fucking control.
And I was trying to calm her down, and she was just asking me, am I okay? Am I okay? And I was like, you're okay. And she just started stripping off, and she's like, which reminds me of a story when we had our first, oh, hello. When we had our first son, we were in the hospital, and she was having constructions. Construction, that's what he's always called them as long as we've been married. And I was sitting on one of the chairs, just like, oh, I can't do anything about it. You know, I was just trying to comfort her. Like I was next to you.
He gave me some water. By the time he was like this with the cup, by the time the cup to me, there's no water in it. I was like, what are you doing, dickhead?
I was like, this is like, here's your water. Yeah, we're having our first kid, and then she just jumped out of bed, she was obviously in pain. She just jumped out and started stripping. I was like, Susan, we're in a hospital. Like, there's people, there's nurses and doctors that just. She was like, I'm hot. And she just ran into the shower. She put her hands on the wall, had a shower for like, I don't know, like 10 seconds. She come back. She goes, I'm still hot. And then I was like, put your clothes back on. The doctors are coming. And then she was like, went back in the shower, came back out, and she was still hot. And she's like, get me some comfy clothes. And I was like, we don't have any.
I was being induced. So we were in a room, but it wasn't the birthing room. Yeah. So like, I was like so angry. I didn't know what was going on. But yeah, back to your story, my love.
Yeah, that morning she just started stripping off, and I was like, what are you doing? She's like, do I want to have a shower? Do I not want to have a shower? I was like, what do you want to do? And I was trying to calm her down by telling her that everything was okay, and then put her in the shower. She sat in the shower for a bit, and I was just standing outside the shower trying to talk to you.
Yeah. Which really, really, really fucking helped me.
I think it was like 2 or 3 hours later that you managed to calm down and...
Yeah.
Had a cigarette. I think you had a coffee.
Yeah, I did have a coffee.
Which wasn't probably the best thing to have while you're like, I don't know.
Probably not.
But yeah, it was hard for me to just, half asleep. I'm not a heavy sleeper, but I don't find it hard to fall asleep.
Yeah.
So the kids cry for like 2 seconds and I'm up. So seeing her, the ways that she was, like her face, you had so much fear and like anxiety in your eyes.
Yeah. Was that uncomfortable?
What?
That on your face?
Nah.
Okay.
Yeah, that to me was like scary because I was like, what, do I call an ambulance or what do I do, you know?
I think you handled that really, really well, by the way.
Yeah.
And it really helped me a lot.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing, like, I want it on camera for the world to know that the way you... I'm going to cry.
No, don't cry.
But the way you're there for me in, like, my darkest times is, like, so special. It really is. And I'm really... Why am I crying?
Why are you crying? You don't let her cry.
I'm really, really, really lucky to have you.
And I'm lucky to have you. That's what you need to understand, too.
What a buzzkill. I'm really lucky to have you.
You gotta reassure, I gotta reassure, even you have to reassure me all the time about things. But the biggest thing I gotta reassure you is about your parenting, you being a mum, you know.
Yeah.
Because
I really, yeah. No photos, please.
No photo, please. Exotic Brazilian model. Only for runway, please. Yeah, you're a really great mum. I'm going to talk to them, but I'm going to look at you.
Yeah, that's fine, baby.
She's a really great mum. You know,
You want me out here with the tears and shit?
You spoil the kids. You know, whenever the kids need anything, like they don't go without. Emotionally, you know, physically, like just they have everything they need. So it's really hard to just drill that into your head.
Yeah.
That you're a good mum. And that comes from, you know, that roller coaster again. If you've had a really bad 2 days and you end up at that, I'm a really shit mum because I've been laying in bed, I haven't gone anywhere, I haven't taken the kids anywhere. I haven't spent time with the kids, I'm a bad mum, and that's another roller coaster. Like, you get off one, you're like, oh, I want to do this roller coaster.
Which is really hard. Really, really, really hard.
For anyone that has a family member or, you know, a spouse, and just don't take things personal. Just try and help as best you can, but if you can't, and you do get a little bit frustrated at the situation, don't be hard on yourself.
Yeah.
Just be just try to calm yourself down and be there for your partner, you know.
Yeah.
But also hold yourself accountable for getting frustrated to a point. Don't beat yourself up about it, but hold yourself accountable and be like, how can I control my frustration better next time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a learning curve.
I'm not saying that you should be frustrated. It's okay to get frustrated.
Yeah.
It's about not beating yourself up about it.
Yeah.
But also learning how to control your frustration for the next time.
Yeah, absolutely, baby. You're so smart.
It's all a learning experience. We're not perfect. I'm not a mental health professional. Well, I feel like I should be. But
and there have been times where I feel like I cannot get out of bed, like emotionally, mentally, physically. And Jose will bring our kids into our room and we'll have a pajama party in bed.
Yeah.
You know, like just those small things, you know, make me feel so special and so included, like in my family, when I really feel like I'm not a part of my family.
Yeah. But in saying that, you know, in saying everything I've said about BPD, and you have been with me through a lot of things that I've been through mentally, and you have always, you know, you've always loved me unconditionally.
Always, baby.
I've done some things that I regret, and that I put you through a lot of shit in the last 9 years, and you've always held my hand, and you know, you made me feel like I belong in this world, and I shouldn't be anywhere else, you know.
And you shouldn't be. You should be with me forever. And if you ever leave me, I'll hunt you down, boy. I want that on camera.
But you know, it's the least that I can do for you. Try to understand and try and be there.
Yeah.
I may not be able to fix it all the time, but I try.
You do try, baby.
And if I can't, then I'll just make you some nachos or a cheese platter, and then
and everything's better.
That helps you a bit. But yeah, just get involved. Learn articles, books, podcasts, YouTube videos. Like you can never learn enough about BPD.
Yeah.
There is so much information. There's so many misconceptions out there.
Look up, babe. Not close your eyes.
There's so many misconceptions. There's so many different opinions about people with BPD, which I fucking disagree with, and you know that.
Speak on it, Pumpkin. Speak on it.
Oh, just the way that, you know, like, as soon as you're diagnosed with BPD, you just get chucked into a box that you're some kind of abusive, narcissistic, you know, with all these addictions and all these impulsive behaviours and just shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, you just get thrown into this one box, and, you know, if you try to get out, say, hey, I'm not like this other people.
Yeah.
Then you just get poked back into, like, no, you are.
Yeah.
Stay in that box, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Even if you do the hard yards to not be like
you do the hard yards, you do therapy, you know, you work your ass off to you know, to do better in life, and then you still get thrown, you go to a doctor. And coming from medical professionals, I think that's fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
For them to, you know, not have the time and understanding for people like that.
Yeah.
So we're out here trying to change that.
We are, baby. And that's why I love you so much. Because you're such a good fucking husband. But I need you to look up. But, like, look up, but don't look down.
Look up, but don't look at myself. Ooh! Look at my eyes.
I don't know why your eyes, I didn't conceal your bags, babe. Your deep set.
Gucci bags.
Yeah.
Your Prada bags.
I'm not going to poke you in the eye, I absolutely promise you. I will if you do that.
I can't help it.
Alright, guys, I tried my best.
Any other questions?
What do you think is the most important thing that people should understand about mental illness?
About all mental illnesses?
About someone, like, you can only speak on your experience with me, babe.
I personally think with BPDs, like, not to put, I think it's with all mental illnesses, not to put them all in the one box.
Yeah,
like if you have, if you have anxiety, it's all in the one box. If you have like PTSD, if you have like BPD, like, not to put them all in the one box.
Yeah.
Understand every case individually.
Yeah, as a case-by-case basis.
Yeah, case-by-case, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I think that's, mainly with BPD, it's all, you get thrown into the one box and then that's it. You're part of that box and you can't really escape from it.
Yeah. It's a tough one because it's like, to diagnose, you do have to be in the box, but even if you're trying to like exit the box, they just dismiss that hardware. So it's very, very difficult, my love. Yeah. Very, very, very difficult.
Any other questions, Dr. Bambi, while I'm still here?
Are you trying to go? Where are you trying to go to?
I've got another interview.
Ah, do ya?
Yeah.
With who? Can I come?
With Critical K. We're about to yell at each other. Some critical thinking.
Yeah, that's how we do critical thinking for Critical K.
I've got some, a chicken? I'm going to play a violin.
That's what she does, isn't it? This has been so hard.
Why?
Because I love you very, very, very much, but you don't sit still. So the preciseness has not been...
Under the light.
Oh my god, you found my tweezers!
Yeah, I did.
And then he had to go buy me a new one because he lost this one, but now I have two.
I lost them? You lost them. I don't use them.
You're out here slandering my name. Where's the pink one?
Any more questions?
Can I find the pink lipstick first? You're rushing me.
Hi, my name is Felicia. They call me Felicia on Thursday night. Only on Thursday nights for you, boy.
Do you want to put your own lipstick on?
No, I can't do that. Why are you moving your mouth? You're like...
I do it all the time. Just leave it, relax your face. Just relax your lips, close your mouth. Normally with clients we don't use the actual thing.
No.
The lipstick. We'll use disposable ones.
Mm.
Can you like like do it properly? What are you doing? Oh my god, you're just like loving it, aren't you?
I'm gonna walk over this.
I was gonna put mascara on, but I'm scared to with your fucking.
Do I look pretty?
You look so pretty.
What else are you gonna do?
Oh, you want more?
Any more questions? People are gonna laugh at this. Like, this cunt's got makeup on. This guy.
It doesn't matter.
Anyway, I got makeup on. This is so funny. Any more questions?
Do you have...
If anyone takes me seriously, but looking like this.
Babe, it's a bit of fun. Come on, husbands do it all the time on YouTube. Stop kicking the damn table. I didn't put anything on your brows, by the way.
I've got the sexiest brows. Why don't men wear makeup?
They do.
What, dude? Look at this. I've gone from about a fucking 4 to a 10.
You've always been a 10 to me, baby.
No, I'm not. I'm a 4. I'm about a 10. I'm
me
a
scratch my
hot
belly.
Brazilian 10. Ta-dum, ta-dum, I'm Cruella de Vil. Anyway, any more questions?
Stop trying to rush me. So, as we're sitting here, before we have to go to bed because it is nighttime, I just want to know if you have anything else that you'd like to share before you go. This is open mic in talk.
Can I do a rap?
Yeah.
Look how uncomfortable she gets. The one thing about Susan, she can't, if it's like a reality show, if there's someone singing, rapping, or just making an absolute fool out of themselves, she can't do it. She can't watch it.
What do I do, babe?
You're like, I gotta skip it. I gotta skip it.
I gotta go.
I gotta turn it off. Like, she hates any type of singing, even if it's good.
Want to put some lip gloss on here? Put some lip gloss on.
No, I look good like this. What do you think the struggles with me are? What? Tell the people.
Tell the people. Look.
What are the struggles? What have the struggles been with what I'm diagnosed with, and what's your advice?
The struggles that I've had with Jose is literally just bringing him back down to a level where he can see that you don't have to be a macho to and like not express your mental struggles, your emotional struggles, because men are out here struggling day in and day out mentally and emotionally, and they are not understood, and they've been taught to be big, loud, dumb fools that love sex and don't know how to clean and don't have any feelings, and it's wrong. And especially in your culture, I've had to really, it's taken me a long time, but just wear him down to make him see that you're allowed to feel not okay, and you're allowed to ask for help.
Yeah.
And you know what I just realised?
Yeah.
You have not plugged the microphones in.
That's fine.
Is there enough ability to hear?
Plenty of it.
But I think that I'm incredibly lucky to have Jose, and I think Jose is incredibly lucky to have me, and I honestly feel as though the struggles that we have gone through together have only made us stronger, and I think that has taught us a lot about ourselves and each other and society, and what we can do to make sure our kids, who are the next generation, are more understanding, supportive, accepting of others, regardless of their race, their gender, their struggles, their sexuality, anything, you know. We're accepting of all people, and I think that that should be like the norm, you know?
Yeah.
And understanding of mental illness and struggles like that should be the norm. You shouldn't get a woke award for caring about someone's mental health.
Yeah.
That should just be a fucking given.
Especially if you're a male, like,
yeah,
other males shouldn't look down on other males for caring about their mental health.
or voicing.
Yeah, or crying and stuff like that. Like, you shouldn't make fun of someone and look down on someone because they're crying, or because you know, they're upset by something.
Yeah.
Like, you shouldn't expect someone to go, oh, you just go get on the beers.
Yeah, like...
Or, you know, feed them drugs, or... Like, that's something that needs to change within, like, you know, the male species.
Yeah, the mentality of it all.
Yeah. Like, if you cry, then you're a pussy, or...
Yeah, you're a woman, you're not masculine enough.
Or
That's
even
like some toxic masculinity bullshit that I ain't got time for in my fucking household.
Or if you go around saying, you know, how much you love your wife and this and that, then you get told that, you know,
Your pussy whipped.
Your pussy whipped, you know. Your wife has your balls in her purse.
Yeah.
Shit that makes you feel like, I don't know, then you...
Like a stain on a jumper.
What am I trying to explain? It makes you feel like...
Less than.
Yeah.
Or you don't fit in.
And then you start trying to do things, or not trying to do things, but you start comparing yourself to those males, and you start doing your things that are out of character.
Yeah, yeah.
And you get yourself in situations where you're like, this isn't me. And you end up even worse than where you started.
Yeah, absolutely,
and it's like, if you had just dealt with that problem, your own problems, without listening to what other people say, and what other people think of you, or what other males think of you, because what I've learned is that those people that do have something to say about what you're struggling with have probably a lot more struggles in their life than they're not facing. And they making themselves feel better about putting you down because it makes them feel better about their problems.
Yeah.
By putting you down and telling you that you're this, you're that, because you're crying, you know, it makes them feel good about themselves and their struggles because they're not showing it.
Mm-hmm.
So they got to project it onto you. Oh!
They project it onto you, and they also, people are very uncomfortable with things that they feel that they're too scared to do. So we need to make sure that people feel safe and in a safe space, safe place, and keep the same energy with men and women.
I was going to say that, keep the same energy, because I think that a lot of women could learn from letting, you know, not treating men like they're, like you said, these big animals, don't know how to cook, don't know how to clean, don't know how to, just want to have sex, this and that.
They don't know how to feel, they don't know how to...
Yeah.
And that they don't care what you do with their kids and all this sorts of stuff. Like, men want to be more involved. But have they been given the opportunity to be more involved? Because it's expected by society that, oh, my husband was late to my delivery, or my husband didn't even come. Once the baby was born, he went and had a salutary drink or something.
Celebratory.
And don't ask.
Salutary. And I went to the kids' school this morning to help them set up for the Mother's Day stall, and I'm going back on Thursday to help them with the stall, help them with the...
He's going to be out there selling.
Yeah, just volunteer
to,
help sell to the kids, and I'm the only dad there, and you know, it was like I was from a different planet. Like all these mums are like asking me these questions, like, "Oh, your wife's so lucky," or you know. Like, no. Like, it's not about her being lucky. It's about, I'm doing it for her, I'm doing it for my kids. Why can't I do that? Why does someone have to be lucky for me to go out there and do it?
Yeah. It should be the norm.
It should be the norm. And then they're sitting there, you know, my husband, you know, he'd rather be at the pub and this and that. They already put these expectations on their partners. And they already put, you know, they don't expect more from their partners. So what's a male like
gonna do? You put him in the box and you leave him in the box.
Yeah.
Instead of letting them come out the box.
If you give someone a male, like what happened to me, if you give them a taste of helping them and understanding them and taking their mental health seriously, they're gonna go with it.
Yeah.
They're gonna run with it. They're gonna understand themselves better. They're not gonna care what other males think. I don't give a shit what other males think. I'm wearing makeup right now. You know what I mean?
And that's okay. So what? It's a fucking fun
I don't
video.
drink. I don't do drugs. I don't go out with my mates.
Yeah.
I sit at home with my wife and my kids.
Exactly.
I'm not your typical male, but I'm...
But you were the typical macho male for 26
I'm not society's
years.
typical male, but I am a husband and a father, and
you did all those things, and it didn't make you happy, you know?
Yeah. And I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing on this earth, and, you know, fulfilling my own things, which isn't going to the pub, which isn't the things that society expects from a man.
Yeah, that's right, babe. And I've never felt uglier in my life. we better end this video here because I'm so bothered by that. Because my
She
iPad's
loves
gonna
cuddles.
know. You're hurting me. That's the thing sometimes with BPD, like I feel like when someone touches me, it's like someone's like suffocating me. But I've gotten better over time. I'm getting tired, bruh.
Anyway, like and subscribe and hit the bell for my next videos. This is my very awkward wife.
What if I told you that I picked pink because pink stains?
Are you serious? I'm not going out tomorrow. You can go to the shop by yourself.
That's why I didn't put eyeshadow on you, babe. Okay. I used stuff that's not going to stain because it's.
Throughout high school, I used to get asked a lot if I wore mascara. Like every.
Yeah, I know. That's why I like
girls
doing
would be
lashes.
like, "Do you wear mascara?"
Oh my god, girls talk to him in high school. I'm mad now.
They were like, "Do you wear mascara?" I was like, "Yeah, I put it on every morning before I smoke my joint." Like, what? No, I don't wear mascara. I know some guys used to, but I was like, I don't know how to apply it.
Because you had the longest lashes in the world. And so
I was like, I don't have the straightest hands. I'm a good artist, but there's no way that I'll be trying to do it in my eye. No chance.
You're going to do my makeup the next video.
I'm looking forward to it.
You can't wait?
I can't wait.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy being in my video today?
I loved it, actually. It was really good talk.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Do you feel like it was really fun?
It was very fun.
Yeah?
It was a serious topic, but it was...
The way we do serious topics.
But I feel like it needs to be said. And it needs to be out there.
Yeah. And before I go, I just want the world to know that I appreciate this man so much.
I appreciate you.
And I'm incredibly, incredibly lucky. And we have been through the fucking wars, baby. The wars. We have back and forth for years. But I think after 9 years, we're at a really, really good place. And and that is wholeheartedly 110% only because we are both working together and separately on our own mental health issues and struggles. I think every single marital issue that we have ever had has come down to mental health, untreated mental health and unresolved trauma.
And we haven't just put it down to that. Like, we don't condone any other behaviours.
No, it's not an excuse.
It's not an excuse. It's
an explanation.
And I'm going to say that a lot in this video. It's not an excuse.
He sits and watches my videos. It's so cute. But, yeah.
I think, you got to walk through... What is it? You got to walk through the fire to...
I don't know, saying something. I'm tired.
Anyway, yeah. Sometimes you just have to go through all these things to, to realise how much you actually do love someone. And to stop holding back, like, second guess your love for that person. And I love you.
I love you too.
No holdbacks.
No holdbacks?
No holdbacks.
I love you.
I love you. Thank you. Thank you for having me on your show.
Anytime.
Address the people.
Alright, thank you for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, comment down below, send a pigeon, brush your teeth, brush your hair, wash your makeup off. And remember to keep the same energy. Love you.
Wait. I got one tip. Tell your kids to not rush when they're brushing their teeth. We had an incident today. We had water all over the bathroom floor. Because my son couldn't find anywhere to put the cup, so he just threw it on the ground. And I said, "Why did you throw it?" And he goes, "I had nowhere to put it." And I was like, "So you threw the cup on the ground?" I was like, "Yeah." He couldn't put it on the sink. He didn't have anywhere to put it.
But he
Mind
did.
you, next to the sink, there's about that much room on each side. But he couldn't, so he just went on the ground.
I saw the water all over the mirror and I was like, I can't look at it. I gotta go.
And the other one's in the trying to walk out of the shower, drenched, so he's dripping water everywhere.
And he's drying his toys, not himself.
he's putting his pajamas while he's still drenched.
And our daughter went to the potty on the toilet, and then after she went to the toilet, decided that she needed a round 2 20 seconds later and wanted to go on the potty. I was like, what are you doing? We're not making pit stops.
This all happened within 5 minutes.
So if I don't upload every day, it's because my house is a fun house.
And then when we sat down for dinner, our dinner was cold and we were like...
But at least...
we have each other.
That's right.
And we made a really good video.
We did.
Like and subscribe, send a pigeon. And this is it for the night. Love you guys.
Keep the same energy.
X, Y, and Z.